Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while yet again, but I can explain, I promise. I was just recently in Germany. I was sick the entire time I was there. I picked up some stuff at the drugstore because I wanted to film a video while I was there, and that didn't happen, so I decided to save it for when I got back. Got even a little bit sicker. Now I'm 75% better than when I was at my worst, so I decided that I would film this video today. So welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, if you've been here, I'm glad to see you again. And yeah, let's get into this video. I'm going to be doing a video with a full face of drugstore products. As I said, I got most of them while I was in Germany. Funny enough, they have my shades in store, unlike here in the States. Most of the stuff is Makeup Revolution. That wasn't on purpose, it kind of just worked out that way. And I have a couple of things that are German drugstore brands. So I just wanted stuff that was accessible in the States, except for like two things that may not be. No, that probably aren't going to be. So yeah, let's get into this video. As you can see, I am starting with a bare face. I've done my skincare and everything like that, so let's get started. The first thing I have here is a primer from Revolution. It's the Ultra Face Base Primer, 24-hour protection. That's what it looks like right there. So I hope this is not like a silicone. Yeah, it's probably silicone base, so I'm gonna take just a bit. It's like, can you see it there on my finger? Yeah, so it's like the consistency of the Smashbox primers and so forth. So I'm just gonna apply that mostly to my nose and like my T-zone area, and then spread it out a little bit more. Yeah, it's really like slippy and silicone feeling. I don't particularly like that, but we'll see if it works. Next, I'm excited for these foundations. Actually, I got a couple of foundations. I got 3 shades of the Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. It's meant, this is it right here. It's meant to be like the concealer that they already have in their range, so I was really excited about that, and I knew that we wouldn't have it in store here in America for a while. I also got the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour wear foundation. This one is in the shade Copper. Again, I got it in Germany, so the names are probably going to be different. And the last one that I got is the Fit Me Matte and Poreless in 355 Pecan. And that's it right there. This looks like a little bit more on the red side, the Maybelline one. So I'm not going to try the Maybelline or the L'Oreal one. I'm definitely going to do the Revolution Conceal and Define. I got the color 16 for hopefully contouring. I got 13 and 13.5, so I should have probably tested them here first before putting on my primer, but that's okay. I'm going to test them right now. The applicator is just like the concealer. It's a doe foot applicator, a massive one. There it is right there. It's much like the Tarte Shape Tape and the Tarte Shape Tape foundation. So I'm going to go in with, I'm going to try 13 first. I'm going to put it right here. And we can wipe it off and reapply the primer. Here's 13. That looks a little bit light. Maybe it oxidizes, I don't know, but it matches my chest because my chest is pretty light. And then I'm going to go in with 13.5. I like that they added the 0.5s. This looks really dark on the coming out of the tube. I guess it doesn't look dark there, but when I took it out, it looks kind kind of dark. So this is 13.5 right here. Ooh. I don't know if that is gonna work because that looks like super cool, and this is like more warm and golden. So I'm gonna go with this and see how it goes. Let's apply this foundation. This is the shade 13. It's supposed to be full coverage, which I'm a huge fan of. I'm just gonna put it like on the one side first, I feel, to see how it goes. Of course, I'm gonna bring it down my neck a little bit so that it blends well. And to blend it out, I'm going to be using this sponge by Japanesque. I just got it in the mail. It is affordable. The rest of my tools I'm going to be using are not going to be particularly affordable. I'm just going to use what I have. I'm going to try to do another video where I use affordable brushes as well. But you could pretty much use whatever you have, obviously. So this is what it's looking like so far. I think it's going to work out. This is the foundation completely applied. It's looking really good right now. I am loving the coverage. I'm really liking this beauty sponge by Japanesque. It's affordable and it's just as good as the beauty blender, so I'm going to have to keep trying that out. It's pretty much covered up all of my problem areas. My biggest problem area is right there. That never goes away though, so, and yeah, everything is, I have a nice and even base. And we will see how this works out with the rest of the products. And that's it right there. However, they came out with a supersized version. People were talking about how this one would run out really quickly, and they made one larger. This is the difference between the size of the two of them as far as the packaging and everything. This one is a little bit fatter, this one's a little bit thinner, but it's longer, and of course has a lot more product. And I also wanted to show you the new foundation in relation to the new supersized concealer and the original size concealer. So, oops, there they are right there. They're pretty much the exact same packaging, just different sizing, which I think is great. For the concealer, I usually go with the shade 12. However, I would mix with 13 if I didn't want my under eyes to be too starkly bright. So I picked up 12.5, and I think this is going to be the perfect color, and I won't have to do any mixing. So let's go in with that. Do it under my eyes, right in here. Oh yeah, that's a really good color. It's not too bright, it's not too dark. I like this concealer. It's cheaper than Shape Tape by a lot, and it's a lot more hydrating. I found that Shape Tape was very drying, and my under eyes have changed drastically over like the past year. They went from being oily like the rest of my T-zone area to like the Sahara. So now I have to adjust what I use for my under eyes, and I can't bake the way I used to either, which is fine by me because baking was just a little bit too much. The less product, the better sometimes in some cases, you know. Ooh, look at that. That is super pretty. Nice and natural. Next, I'm going to go in with the Revolution Luxury Powder in the shade Banana. That's it right there. As I said, I don't usually bake. I don't particularly even like this packaging because it's just like this little, do you see that? This little, with the holes on the top, and it's just like, where do you put that? So I'm going to put it in the cap, I guess. This is a really messy situation that I don't really appreciate, but for the price, can't really beat it. So I'm going to dip in to the cap here with my wet Japanese sponge. I'm just going to go under the under eye. As I said, I'm not baking. I'm just going to like blend it into my skin. And I've been forever thinking that I could prevent creasing with various techniques, but at the end of the day, if there are creases there, you're going to get creasing. That is not bad at all. Okay, put a little bit right there. See, that's the difference. It's a lot brighter, and this is a lot more natural and like dewy, which will become an oil slick if I don't set it. So now I'm going to use the Conceal and Define foundation in F16 as my contour. It's like a pretty decent color. I'll put it here and here and here for right now. I want to blend that out with the same Japanese sponge. Ooh, it's looking nice. I think that that would work out, but it seems to be doing just fine. That turned out to be a really, really nice contour. I am loving that color. Reduce my 5 head, which I appreciate. Okay, so now that my base is all sorted, well, almost all sorted, I'm going to set my face with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte 16 Hour Powder. This is in the shade 700. I think it's Classic Tan. Not sure about all of that, but I do believe, again, I got this one in Germany. I'm not too positive. That's the packaging right there. That's what the color looks like. It comes with a little powder puff in this chamber underneath here. I'm not going to be using that. I'm just going to use a regular powder brush, and we're going to see how this goes. I don't feel like I need to set my face, but I'm just going to do a little light dusting. This powder is actually really, really nice. It feels good. There's just the right amount of coverage, which I appreciate. I'm going to put a little bit of this setting spray on because I feel a little bit dry, which is unusual for me. And it is the Revolution Pro Fix Amazing Makeup Fixing Spray. That's it right. Oops, that's it right there. I'm going to spray it a little bit. The mist is not bad. Okay, cool. That feels so refreshing. And look, my face looks nice and glossy and healthy, not too flat and matte anymore. Okay, so now I'm going to move into, I think, eyeshadow. Oh my goodness. So I have the Revolution Sophie X. There are 24 eyeshadows in this palette. This is in collaboration with a YouTuber. I believe her name is Soph Does Nails, or Sophie Does Nails. I'm not sure. It comes with a little insert with the names of the shadows, which I'm not going to keep. And a nice large mirror here. And then these are the shades. They are super pretty. Nice, like, summery shades. Second palette I have is German Drugstore. This is by Love, L-O-V. It's the Eyevolution Extended Love Rose Edition. And that's what it looks like right there. It also comes with a nice large mirror. And these are the shades. I just swatched them. I haven't used them yet. I don't know, they're more like rosy berry tones. And the last palette is the Love, The Choice Is All Yours eyeshadow palette. And this is what the packaging looks like. Really nice for drugstore. And it has a metallic closure here at the bottom, which is nice. A nice large mirror. And these are the shadows. I know they may look a little bit washed out, but pretty sure that they are brown girl friendly. So in here we have, how many eyeshadows? 35 eyeshadows. I'm going to go in with this color right here. It's called Kristen. It's like a, I don't know, a muted berry color, I would say. Oh wow, it's quite darker than I expected it to be. That's a nice mauve-y, purpley color. See that? I just need to blend around the edges with a clean brush. So that there are not any harsh lines. So that's what we have so far. I want to darken it up a little bit. Now I'm going to go in with this color right here. It's called Linda. And I want kind of like a smaller detail brush. So I'm using this Sigma E47 brush. These have quite a bit of kick up. So I'm going to dust off my brush so I don't get any fallout. I'm going to focus it right here on the outer lid. A little bit into the crease. Give a bit more definition. I think that's okay. Now for the lid color. There are a lot of nice shimmery colors that I can choose from. My camera stopped recording. I'm not sure where it stopped recording at. Hopefully I still have what I did here on this eye, which was I just put in two colors, like a mauve berry color and then like a black and brown color. I'm going with this shade right here. It's called Michelle. It's kind of like a pewter color and it's really pretty. I thought I was gonna go like pretty natural, but these shimmer shades are amazing. I'm gonna dust off my brush. I'm not gonna put a base, as you can see. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, that is really, really, really pretty. I just need a color to darken up the outside of the lid. So I think I'm going to go in, I don't usually do this, but I'm going to go in with this color right here. It's called Alicia. And see how that works on the outer, like, third of my lid. Yeah. I think I am, yeah. I think I'm liking that. Ooh, that is really nice. It's kind of like a soft cut crease. And that is one eye done. I'm gonna go off camera and do the other eye, then I'm gonna come back, do the brows, lips, highlight, and we're gonna be done with this look. I considered putting on lashes, but since I have fused lashes anyways and I want this eyeshadow to be front and center, I just chucked on a little bit of mascara. I'm going to do the bottom lash line the same way that I did my lids. I'm going to go back in with that Kristen shade. Tap it off real good. Put it out here. I think I should have put a base down for that. Be right back. I'm going to take this liner by Kiko Milano. It's a lip liner, so use it at your own risk. I think it should be fine for underneath my lash line. This is it right. Ooh, this is it right here. So that color is intensified a little bit more when I put it on top. That's it for the lower lash line. I don't want to do any of the darkness down there. So I'm going to move on to my eyebrows. I'm a little bit nervous about this product because I haven't used a brow pomade in a long time, but this is the Revolution Brow Pomade with double-ended brush. It's in dark brown. This is a standard looking pomade container. This is what the color looks like. Looks super ashy. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna use a brow brush to apply this, one of my own brow brushes. I'm gonna brush my brow hairs up. Okay, that is one brow versus no brow, or a little bit more sparse of a brow. I'm going to do this brow off of camera and hopefully they match up the way that I need them to. I'll come back, do some highlighter, a lip product, and give you my overall thoughts on what I feel about the product so far. Okay, here are my brows done. They could be a little bit darker. They're a little bit like on the ashy side, not in like the best way. However, they're looking like twins. Do you think they're looking like twins? I think they're looking like twins. So now we're gonna move on to the highlighter. I don't have the highest hopes for the highlighter, but we shall see. This is the Evolution Strobe Highlighter in the shade Gold Addict. That's what it looks like right there. It's like one of those typical baked highlighters. So I'm gonna go in with it and check it out. Should I spray my face first? Let's see how it works first with no help. Put a healthy amount on here. Oh, okay. I played myself just a little bit because I was not expecting much from this highlighter, but it proved me wrong. It's a little bit powdery. Again, for the money, let's put a little bit here. That's not a little bit, that's a lot of it, but that's fine by me. So up here. So I am just glowing all over, and I love it. Last but not least, the lip product. So I have two lip colors here by Maybelline. They're the matte ink. They're the Superstay matte ink lip colors. These are the two that I have right here. The top is number 70 Amazonian, and the bottom is number 45 Escapist. I'm going to be using the bottom shade Escapist. It's a very dark vampy purple color. This is what the applicator looks like. There's that little hole in the middle, which is super cool. Adds more product. And since it's fall in New York and I have to accept it, that's why I'm going in with this color. So that is the finished look. These are the eyes. The lip. This is feeling super comfortable, which I appreciate, especially from the drugstore. Shocking. And I'm going to take this hair tie out, take this off, and pretend that I did my hair and be right back. Okay, I am back. I don't think it's going to be transfer proof, but that's okay with me because the color is super nice and rich, and as I said, it is comfortable, which I appreciate more than anything. I don't want the life to be sucked out of my lips, my face, nothing. So all of these products are working well so far. I don't know if I'm going to do any check-ins as of yet, but if I don't, I definitely will leave an update down below of how the products worked for me throughout the day. And yeah, that's it. Again, this is the final look. I don't know how to do like all those poses that everyone else does, you know, to like look all sexy and dramatic and add music with it. Okay, I am back and I'm checking in. It's been about 4, almost 5 hours since I first applied this makeup. Excuse my hair, I've been kind of just lounging. I went to FedEx. I had dinner, as you can see by my lips. I had corn on the cob and lentils and some other stuff. And this is not too bad for a drugstore liquid lipstick that's not transfer proof. I'm going to reapply this and then show you a close-up of my makeup so you can see how it has done for the past few hours. It layered really nicely. It's not crackly or dry or crumbly, which again I appreciate much more than it being completely transfer proof and sucking the life out of my lips. So I am going to zoom in so you can see how my makeup is looking. I have a little bit of oil here, the corners of my nose, which I usually do. And I think I like scratched myself there. That's where why there's a little line of like demarcation. My chin. It's not really broken up anywhere. Just a little bit of oil peeking through, which is not unusual for me because I do have an oily T-zone. But yeah, I think it held up pretty good. I have to admit, I'm not really big on drugstore makeup. It's just never been my thing. I've never really been able to find a shade to match me adequately enough and to buy several foundations just to mix it to get my perfect shade when I could just add a few more dollars and buy high end has always been the route for me. But I'm pleasantly surprised by most of the products that I use today. The foundation held up really well. The highlighter is still popping. The lip color wore pretty well. I mean, it's a dark color, so it was going to look crazy after I ate what I did eat. The eyeshadows, did I show that close up? I'm sorry. The eyeshadows haven't like blended away or anything like that. The brows seem to be settling in a little bit more, and they look better than they first did. They're not as ashy looking as they were in the beginning. Nothing is wearing away. I haven't had any breaking up of the foundation. The powder that I used to set my face was really good. The banana powder seemed to have melted in nicely into my skin. I wasn't a fan of that particular powder. I probably wouldn't use it again, but it did the job. And the concealer, I already love. The eyeshadows, yes, I am loving these eyeshadows by Love Cosmetics. That's a German drugstore brand. I really think that I could do affordable drugstore makeup more often. So this is going to be the first and only check-in because it is almost 10, I think, right now here in New York, and I'm getting tired. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up for me. Leave a comment of other things that you would like to see. I do tons of stories on Instagram about new products that I've received. I have a lot of new stuff that I can play with, so if you have a palette in mind or a product in mind, let me know. If I have it, I will definitely look into doing a video on it, and I'm trying to be more consistent. I feel like I'm doing better than I had been before. It was like a year in between videos. And yeah, subscribe to my channel again if you like this video, and I will see you in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.